You're in the beauty supply store. You've picked your hair color. You're super excited, and then you realize you need a developer. Which one will you choose? I'm here to help you pick. Stay tuned. What is up, y'all, and welcome to The Real Ray with me, Ray, your teacher today, but cosmetologist, beautician, therapist, whatever you want to call me, that is me. And today I am your teacher, teaching you how to do things at home, because that's what we're doing these days. Today we're talking about developer, aka hydrogen peroxide, and what the differences are between the developers. And so what happens with developers is when you mix it with the color or bleach, lightener, whatever you want to call it. So what happens is they mix together and start to oxidize, meaning like oxygen is interacting with the different stuff in the color, and that's what gives your color its magic power to do its thing. Which one do you need and when? We're gonna start with, they start as low as 5 volume. And so 5 volume is pretty much gonna be deposit only. However, if you're using it with like bleach, you can definitely get a little bit of lift, faux show, especially if you're saturating. So if you need just like a tiny pop, that is a good situation to use that one in. 10 volume, it's kind of the same like category there. So it's technically deposit only, but with color. And if you're using it with bleach, you can definitely get some lift with some 10 volume. In fact, most of the time, that's the volume I'm using in the salon, is a 10 volume. So then we have 20 volume developer, which for me is like the sweet spot for permanent hair color, because you get a little bit more like kick than you will with the 10 volume, and it covers grays. Yeah, 20 volume is my fave for like regular hair color. And so 20 volume, you're gonna get like 1 to 2 levels of lift and gray coverage for you gray folks. Don't even try out with 10 volume. Waste of time. Even if you get some coverage, it's not gonna be enough. Then same kind of concept when you get up to 30 volume, you're gonna get 2 to 3 levels of lift, and it'll be like a more intense color. So sometimes I will use a 30 volume where like a 20 volume would have been fine, especially if I'm gonna do like an intense red and I want it to be like just a little bit more umph. I want it to just reach out there. If I want it to like have spirit fingers, then I'll use a 30 volume in some circumstances. And then we've got our 40 volume, which is gonna lift somewhere around 4 levels. And again, all these are a little bit different with like hair color versus bleach. You can lift way more levels typically with bleach and the developer than you can with color in the developer, right? So 40 volume typically will lift color 4 levels, and then bleach however many levels. I will warn you as I'm saying this though, even if you have like a long way to go if you're using bleach on your hair, I would not recommend using 40 volume unless you like have to. Ideally, like if you can get where you're going and let it sit a little bit longer with like a 20 volume or a 10, do that. The slower process, right? It'll have to sit longer. We're just gonna have to have a whole video about this, but in case you're there and needing advice, start with a lower volume with the bleach if you can. So yeah, be careful when you're using 40 volume. It's just got a lot of power, so it's gonna like go in there instead of like easing out the hair. It's like bam. It's like a punch in the face to your hair. And most of us don't want to punch our hair in the face. So if you don't have to, don't use a 40 volume. But if you have to, you have to. Like that's life sometimes, right? Just make sure that you are treating her well in all the other aspects. Okay, y'all, if you have any more questions about developers and like choosing the one you need, let me know. And I think that next week, my plan is to kind of do a run through of all of the things we've talked about and maybe like make a formulation sheet. It's like a little check off for figuring out where you're at. And yeah, Let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful or if you have any more questions. Make sure that you have hit the like button and subscribe and get that bell so you're notified as I'm putting out new content. And I will see your beautiful faces soon. Thanks again for watching. It's the Real Ray. Bye.